beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for our visitor. Vikings. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
We're going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On play action, McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And when you see Justin Herbert, all you think about is he's easily one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. He can make every throw, knows how to think his way through every game, and now the regular season success needs to carry over into the postseason.
Down to about the 22 here. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Harris running straight ahead. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Set. Go.
Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. His throw incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's in the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Well, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, first down there on a pick-up to 25.
First and 10 at the
Herbert now
46-yard line.
finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll toss to Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They run again with Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter. Whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, heck of a move.
Man,
yards shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Minnesota.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Yards to go.
McCarthy going to throw again. And he is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Third and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now a 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Jordan Addison, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
And the Chargers.
Here's Herbert. Short throw to Disler. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine game.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now it's Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Quentin
I feel like my
Johnston.
man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys. They just got a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to...
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Move yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 17.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. To the right goes Mason. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
And they'll go again with Mason. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards. To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. The defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Mason going to get it on first down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Chargers' 22-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end.
McCarthy's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
10 yards. And it's 3rd.
Now McCarthy. On the screen, this is Mason. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the Second quarter, as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard.
For the field goal. A 28-yard.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Mason with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Vikings, 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Try to run for it with Hampton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chandler. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. 1st down, Vikings.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So people playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. Right? They know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. He knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On the give, it's Mason. 20! A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's McCarthy. This is caught. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Justin Jefferson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Viking 18. Go.
They run it with Mason. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Get your money, y'all. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again, right?
Gets through, and now an opening. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings 31.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
On play action, McCarthy. Throw to the right, held in by Addison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught by Addison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of
11 more on that one and another first down.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
19 Cardinals.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown,
T.J. Hawkinson, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Point after try forthcoming.
Extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Set. Go.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 42.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Short throw to Disley. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Again, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Herbert now. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd
2
and
minutes
2
remaining in this first half of football. Second and a couple. Back to throw here, Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Chargers 24.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to look as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Throwing is McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
McCarthy's pass.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air with McCarthy. Drops this underneath for Chandler. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as they take this up close to midfield.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
McCarthy is set to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A 28-yard gain.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios of the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half. times here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. First half, some amount of offense on both sides of the football. Now the team trails in the third quarter.
And we know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 75 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will tie our game here in the third. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this straight out to 23. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On play action, now McCarthy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Chose receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied. This stage of the contest, boy. Now it's Herbert. That is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down at the Vikings' 19-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And the Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Lamb McConkey with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
38, Vikings 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. Charles, we know that this offense is a... We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back.
And that one drops out. Good. Force the ball. And it's down. Looking for a cutback lane. And there's they get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Minnesota.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll hand it to Mason. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they can these on the field. The offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. On play action, McCarthy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Go.
On the run is Mason. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The extra point forthcoming.
Up for the extra point.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
The game is tied.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Will Vikers to kick off for the Vikings.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10.
So out come the Chargers. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Set. Ready.
Play action this time. Now a loose football comes out. He's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
7. Down to shotgun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 90 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Herbert. Short throw to Disley. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The Chargers.
And not a good return here at all as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jefferson, a 28-yard gain, and the Vikings first down.
4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Complete. Jefferson the target. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, here comes Mason. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again with Mason. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this this play to move the sticks. Throwing is McCarthy. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Oliver. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get out. More from L.A. in a moment. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And this game is tied again here in the third. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium. in Inglewood. Even
Let's go.
here's Herbert. In the hands of Williams across the 40. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
A loss of a yard brings up second at the yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Short quickly. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Not so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up, and they let it get away.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now it's Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 41.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Will Rikers kicking off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. They juked him.
The Chargers take
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Herbert now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this done inside the 40. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 46-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And it brought down. But a nice little game. The offense confidence on third down tonight? Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun on third down. Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Harris running straight ahead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. It's an interesting call there to take for 3, and I guess thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, that field goal.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense, position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that be.
This one not fully over yet. 88 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go with it. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, Hawkinson. Oh, able to avoid him. And finally, down he goes. Inside the 10 to the 7. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To the air with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Rondale Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Herbert. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Vikings 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Give here to Hampton. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on second and 14. In motion, the time in.
Let's not quibble about the game play. Take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
The Chargers will.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Chargers 52.
guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the looking to put a drive together. McCarthy off the play fake. Fighting more on the out route for the completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw left side, taking it. They'll go for a gain of 7. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He's got a man on a crossing route. That's Moore. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now McCarthy. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's McCarthy. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Mason. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings! Rondale Moore with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Herbert and the Chargers down by 10, 2:01 remaining. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Here's Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 69.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So they'll get another shot on off at pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They get six. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Number 15, Brad McConkey. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd
Herbert.
and 4.
That one complete to McConkey. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. And he is caught. And he goes out right around the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. They get it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
21 yards. That's another Chargers.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unfortunate. It takes away what could have been a touchdown.
40-yard line.
Kappa.
Here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Herbert now. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's another Chargers first down.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here. Now a 2nd and 10.
Lion.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Kappa. Real hot.
Again, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all night long, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now out comes Minnesota. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Minnesota, it may not be to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.